In the currency quadrant, Canadian dollar only up 0.25%, but a three-day rally getting up to 76.91.5, settling back around 76.80. The interesting part about it is not really what happened today, but what's happened the last 3 consecutive days. As I mentioned, three-day rally in the versus the U.S. dollar. We're now up 4 consecutive weeks in the Canadian dollar and 5 of the last 7 since making a low about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and rallying up from there. It's really central bank sort of decoupling that's helping the Canadian dollar, whereas people didn't really notice because of the much publicized 2-day testimony by Jerome Powell in front of the House Finance Committee and the Senate Banking Committee. That the Bank of Canada had a rate meeting this week. They left rates unchanged, and they were much more upbeat on the economy than the Fed chair was in his 2-day testimony, the economy of Canada, that is. They basically said that there were soft spots in both inflation, I'm paraphrasing of course, but inflation and the general economic health of Canada, but those seem to be going away and it seemed to be getting a little stronger, and they left rates unchanged. Now, will they probably get dragged down into stimulus and much easier monetary policy along with the rest of the world? Well, yes, if the rest of the world goes in that direction. But right now, as of the last meeting, which was this past week, the Bank of Canada did not sound dovish. They actually sounded much stronger than the U.S. Central Bank. And then lastly, upcoming data coming up for Canadians. You got CPI, you got existing home sales, and you got their version of ADP payrolls along with their retail sales number. So a lot of that could change the trajectory of the Canadian dollar. Also, WTI oil price, of which Canadian oil sands are based off of, retook 60 and settled above 60. So that helps the Canadian economy, helps the Canadian dollar as well. So that could also change the trajectory of the Canadian dollar if oil prices start to falter.